Michael Jackson, What a Lovely Way to Go. Demo official audio. This is from Thriller 40. I've never heard this before. So, well, there was a little bit of info I found. It was recorded in the late 70s with the title What a Lonely Way to Go, but didn't make the cut for Off the Wall. It was revisited in Thriller circa 1981 and was renamed to its current name, but was also not on the final track list for the album. So I recently did the Thriller 4K upgrade and the beta upgrade. None of them are uploaded yet. The Thriller one completely blocked, so gonna have to chop that up. But in the meantime, there's this one I've not heard, and there's another song I've not heard. So we'll see.
Give me some loving and I want to make it everything I do. I'm no Madonna's dreamer and I want to say that life's here for you, but I don't need the...
First of all, I wasn't expecting a piano kind of composition. Arrangement. I was expecting, like, when it said the 70s, I was expecting more upbeat, disco sounding, because Off the Wall is like a kind of disco, funky album. This is more like the demo for, what's it called? Well, This Is It. I think that was originally called I've Never Heard, something. And the demo for, what was the other one with Justin Timberlake? They released a version. Love Never Felt So Good. So it's just a stripped down piano, and then the beatboxing came in, and that was surprising because beatboxing I kind of associate with later MJ, like late 80s, 90s. So it's surprising to hear him doing all this beatboxing in this demo. Although he did a little bit on Off the Wall. I forgot what song. There was a song. It might have been Get on the Floor. But this kind of, even his tone sounds kind of, almost sounds like a different person at times. But clearly it's not finished. And yeah, he almost has that rock kind of sound, or that power that he had later on. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, even though it's not as fast as I thought it would.
Right to know everything you do. I don't need the right to show, but be it everybody, everybody, everybody. Oh, oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show. He was cutting me down, yeah, talking in threes, hurting my mind, but my power was defeated. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show. He was cutting me down, yeah, talking in threes, hurting my mind, but my power was defeated. Heard you are a loser, but it seems that you don't know.
That power is great in his voice. It kind of sounds like Thriller era at times. It did say 81. It's a very strange kind of transitional time period for his voice. At times he sounds very Thriller-esque. Just that kind of thin, soft sound. And then at other times, that power. Kind of the softness of Off the Wall era, but also kind of reminiscent of Bad and later on. And the song itself overall is kind of just a totally different vibe. Feels very different to any other song that I can think of right now that he has released.
Thing I know. And if you are believing, don't pretend you will. No, will not go. But I don't need the right to know everything she does, but she don't need the need to show. Be it everybody, everybody, everybody. Oh, oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show. He was cutting me down, talking threes, hurting my mind, but my power was defeat. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show. He was cutting me down, talking threes.
He definitely should have done more of these stripped back songs, I feel. He did a couple, She's Out of My Life, and that's it that I can remember. Yeah. Unlike those demos I said earlier, the This Is It demo and Love Never Felt So Good. But he had a very powerful voice, very unique voice, strong, and a lot of the time it's kind of drowned out by the music or live performance, dance. So there's not really many examples of this where it's just his voice that's shining. Especially, there might have been when he was younger, perhaps. But definitely around this period on, there really wasn't much. Very, the disco, upbeat sounds or funky sounds or just pop just drowns out the voice a lot.
Hurting my mind, but my power was defeated. Give me a chance, babe. Just to see you smile. Give me a chance, babe. Give me a chance, babe. And I'll make it easy for you. Easy for you.
And there's a lot of different elements to this song as well that's kind of unusual. All of these kind of strange, quirky backing sounds. These he's done songs with harmonies, but the arrangement of this is unusual. It's not a normal structure. His voice is doing crazy things, and it just feels like a gem that's just been uncovered that no one knew about all these decades, and now suddenly just dropped out of nowhere.
I heard you were a loser, but don't say that you was here on time. Don't be just pretending that it's all knowing. Love inside, but I don't need the right to know. Everything she does, but give me time and I will show it to everybody, everybody. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show. I start cutting down, talking free, hurting my mind, but my power was defeated. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show.
Whoa, an advert, Natalie Portman.
Sorry to interrupt, but this is really
Fine.
important. I know
I was
you've
gonna
seen the
pause it
headlines
anyway.
around the world when
Whoa, what happened? It wasn't over. Was it over?
She does, but give me hurting my mind, but my power was defeated. Oh, what a lovely way to go. Never let your feelings show.
So, I was gonna say anyway that I can kind of see why it wasn't put on any album. at the time, because it is kind of weird. It doesn't fit, off the wall unless they added more instruments to it. Although they had She Is Out of My Life, which was so stripped back. But it has like these weird nuances to it. Couldn't really see it on Thriller. There are outtakes from Thriller that I definitely could see on there, because I've heard most of these demos before from leaks online. They've been on YouTube for ages, like Sunset Driver. I think that definitely should have been on Off the Wall. And there was Got the Hots, Carousel, Hot Street. Hot Street should have been on there. I think Behind the Mask should have been on there, but apparently they had space issues. It's just weird, there's more tracks on Off the Wall than there is on Thriller, because Thriller came after and it has one less track. And then it goes back to 10 again, the album after, on Bad. But yeah, I liked this. This is one that I think you can have multiple listens to. I think I will be listening to this again and again, because it has things that I definitely have forgotten already, because there's a lot of different voices and different emphasis is different stuff. I suppose in a weird way, the song I can compare it most to is Wanna Be Starting Something, because that has a kind of, that has some kind of cowboy sounds, as I call it. And this kind of had those same highlights in places. I'm not sure what he could have done with this song. I think he should have come out with another album after Thriller, like 85-ish. Probably exactly 85, because there was so much material from, outtakes from Thriller, and he could have just packaged them all up and just released that if he wanted. But I guess releasing outtakes isn't what he wanted. He probably wanted the best. He probably thought if it wasn't good enough for that album, then it's kind of weird to just put them all, package them together and release an album of outtakes, of leftovers, But I think it's a shame that all this songs weren't completed, because there's a lot of songs, and probably still some that aren't even in the public yet. So I'm going to react to the other one that I've not heard before. I forgot what that one's called now. From the same album, the 40th anniversary. Let me know if you have any suggestions for me below, and see you next time.